How many times have you stopped yourself from doing something because you were scared? That annoying voice in your head telling you to stay put and play it safe. It's a feeling we have all experienced it once in our life. That sensation of hesitation, doubt and guilt bubbling up inside because we are scared. But deep down, we know that if we can overcome this fear, there will be nothing to stop us from achieving anything we want. And that's where Nishinoya from the anime Haikyuu comes in. Nishinoya was a second-year student at Karasuno High School and he played an important role as a libero for the boys' volleyball team. He got the nickname Karasuno's guardian deity from his fellow teammates for his exceptional skills, and he soon became my favorite character when I first saw him on screen because he was very much like Tanaka, and his vibrant presence brought an instant smile to my face.
Alright, listen here. You guys have nothing to be afraid of at all.
Huh?
Focus on what's in front of you. I promise I'll always have your back.
However, in season 4 we witness a different side of Nishinoya, one filled with fear. During the intense match between Inarizaki and Karasuno, Atsumo Miya, one of Inarizaki's best players, delivered a difficult float serve directly at Nishinoya. Despite his usual talent, Nishinoya struggled to return the serve, resulting in a service ace for Atsumo. The captain of Karasuno, Daichi, saw that Inarizaki was deliberately going after Nishinoya since he was an important player in the team. This pressure had a noticeable effect on Nishinoya, who began to struggle in stark contrast to his usually confident demeanor. As the match progressed, Nishinoya's struggle became clear, leading him to punish himself with finger push-ups after each failed attempt. Despite his usual resilience, he was unable to perform to his full potential. This was a significant shift from his usual form as the team's beacon of positivity. It was clear that Nishinoya was battling his inner demons. During an important moment in the third set, Atsumo's serve once again targeted Nishinoya. As the ball approached, Nishinoya's inner struggle emerged, prompting him to admit his fear to his teammates. Everyone was astonished by this revelation because it contradicted their perception of him as fearless. But by being so open about his past encounters with fear, Nishinoya gave us a great deal of insight into his personality. Reflecting on his childhood, Nishinoya recalled being terrified of many things. However, his school grandfather encouraged him to confront his fears, instilling in him the belief that fear was a waste of time. After this, Nishinoya grew bolder and more self-assured during his childhood days thanks to his grandfather's advice. Despite his initial hesitation, Nishinoya confronted Atsumo's serve once more, drawing strength from memories of his grandfather. Nishinoya used his inner strength to adjust his technique, opting for an overhead receive rather than his typical underhanded approach. This small but impactful moment represented Nishinoya's victory over his fear and led to a well-timed attack by Karasuno and a successful spike by Asahi. Seeing Nishinoya overcome his fear was a moving moment for me, despite its understated nature. It emphasized the significance of facing our fears head-on and developing the inner courage necessary to conquer them. The story of Nishinoya is a powerful reminder that even the strongest individuals go through periods of vulnerability, but in the end, we find growth and strength when we face our fears. So have you experienced that feeling of fear? Maybe it's creeping up on you right now, or maybe it lingers in the back of your mind every now and then. We all struggle with fear in one way or another, no matter how small the problem is. But here's the thing, you can overcome them. Fear isn't this monster under the bed, rather it is a signal. It is like that small voice inside you saying, hey, pay attention. You do tend to pay closer attention when you are afraid of something, don't you? So instead of letting fear hold you back, turn it into a catalyst for growth. Do you want to overcome your fear of public speaking? Go ahead and speak in public. It may be daunting, but facing a fear is the only way to overcome it.
Is that when it feels scary to jump, Ian, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life. And that I can't do.
Now, I know that fear can be persistent, but the more you confront it, the stronger you become. Those scary times are what that gives birth to champions. It may take some time, but trust me, you will get there. And Why wait? It's not worth sitting on the fence and allowing fear to control you. Take that first step towards your goal. Do not forget that fear often arises from false evidence appearing real. It is often just in our heads. So how do you beat it? Find something scarier. Seriously, think carefully about what scares you the most. Your why has to be stronger than your fear. Otherwise, you remain trapped. Remember that you are capable of greatness, but sometimes you have to get through the tough stuff. Accept failure, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Live your life without letting fear stop you. Now, I used to be terrified of squatting heavy weights in the gym. I would do squats once a week, but I would always play it safe with the weight. Why? Because I had seen those YouTube videos of people injuring themselves while squatting heavily. The fear of hurting myself, of not being able to handle the weight, held me back. But then I realized something, and it's that I was not going to get stronger if I allowed fear to control my actions. So I made a decision to push past my limits and conquer my fear. I started doing leg exercises twice a week, gradually increasing the weight on the bar. And you know what? I did it. I conquered my fear and went from squatting 50 kilos to 110 kilos. A jump of 60 kilos. So how did I do it? Well, I looked myself in the mirror and reminded myself that fear is just a waste of time. Just like Nishinoya's grandfather taught him. And you know what else helped? Asking for support. I leaned on my gym mates for encouragement and guidance, and it made all the difference. So how can you overcome your fears? It's not always easy, but it is definitely possible. One practical way is to tackle it head on. Start small if you will. Maybe it's as simple as making that phone call you have been putting off. Then gradually challenge yourself a bit more each time. It's like building up your muscle. You start with lighter weights and gradually increase the load. And here's the thing. You don't have to do it alone. Asking for support can make a world of difference. Having someone by your side, whether it's a friend, family member, or mentor, can give you an extra boost of confidence. Just like I leaned on my gym mates when I was scared to squat heavy. Their encouragement and advice helped me push through my fear. In the end, Nishinoya's journey teaches us a valuable lesson. Fear is a hurdle we can overcome with courage and determination. His moment of vulnerability, admitting his fear during a critical match, resonates deeply. Just like Nishinoya, we all face moments of doubt and insecurity, but it's how we confront our fears that defines us. By taking that first step, facing our fears head on and seeking support when needed, we can unlock our true potential. So let's embrace Nishinoya's example and strive to live our best lives and free from the shackles of fear. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.